Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Seaborn.
Hello.
So you all escape the cave at the base of Mount Vesuvius that houses the great red dragon Brimstone. What do you do? Meridinal the trumpet is shaking. She's a little in shock.
Maribel is, excuse me, kind of elated. She's like walking with her head held high and she's kind of like, cool, got to get some gold. Not so into the meat thing, but if we have to. And she's still 9 feet tall, right?
It was for 13 minutes. I think it's wearing off about now as you
Oh,
exit the
is
cave.
are we doing a round as a minute here?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Don't let it confuse you with turn. A turn is 10 rounds. It's very poor phrasing, but if any of your spells say a turn, it means 10 rounds.
Oh,
Welcome to the 80s.
So as we're walking back, we're kind of like gathering everybody and walking back to town, I assume. I mention it seems that collecting gold might be our best objective, and it seems that the best way to collect gold would be to leave this island and travel the seas.
Well, that's what I've been wanting to do since the start, so that sounds about right.
Indeed, we have Miss I Told You So.
Or we can travel the
Sir.
seas and collect
Sir, I told you.
children that we don't know and give them to the dragon. We don't want to throw our own, the kids of Valutan under the bus, obviously. And I can see why you guys would have, you would raise your moral objections to that kind of thing. But we're never going to see these kids' parents again,
Must it be children or could it be young adults?
Young adults, yes.
Well, I mean, right now we can look into the battlefield to see if there's any of ours that have fallen that are young or female.
This is
True.
a less wasteful solution.
I mean, let's recycle, right?
I have heard of this recycling and I believe it is good.
So I go look into the battlefield to find any young females.
Not just females. It said young. Both.
Yeah, young. Yeah.
Young humans.
Okay. There are three dead townsfolk. Let's see what the distribution of gender is.
Dragon only wants females, right?
No, he said both. Just young humans.
There are 2 dead males, 1 dead female.
Let's just bring them all. I really think we should get into the good graces of the dragon. At least they will have sacrificed for the good of the village and to protect us. That was their intention.
Okay.
They would want us to
up.
give their bodies.
I scoop up. Can I carry 2 of them?
You can drag them behind you. Remember, you only have 14 strength.
Okay.
I take their weapons and possessions. Recycling.
Yes. You disarm them, and Maribel, it's going to take some other people to help you drag those bodies in.
Sure, I'll drag the woman. I'll take the woman.
Anyone else going to help drag these bodies in?
What's our story to these townsfolk here? We're going to.
The dead ones?
Oh, they heard the dragon echoing out of the cave. As when you guys exit, they are all stunned, staring and watching. Actually, I forgot we should roleplay that. You exit the cave before. This is a discussion you have about gathering maidens before you actually make it all the way out.
Yeah.
You exit the cave. The townsfolk are staring wide-eyed at you, like not really comprehending what's happened. And Mayor General the trumpet stands before them, shaking a little bit, and says, people of Valutan, it appears we have a new master now. We are no longer part of Farnelia. We now belong to Brimstone.
What was his honorific? His title? It was like the Great Fire.
The flame incarnate?
Yeah, was that what it was?
Brimstone, the flame incarnate.
I correct her when she says Brimstone. I'm like, Brimstone, the flame incarnate.
Yes, of course. Brimstone, the flame incarnate. I think you all heard what we saw, judging by the looks on your faces, and I think it is clear the only way to exist here on this island is to do our Lord's bidding. Perhaps And she just kind of loses her words mid-sentence.
I kind of pick up on her sentence. That's true. If we want to stay on this island, have you considered moving islands?
I believe we should stay here. This is where we come from, after all.
Also, we don't have a ship, and there's hundreds of us, and this is where our town is and everything. I guess we could move, but do you think that that... And she gets really quiet. Do you think that Brimstone would know? Do you think he'd stop us? I mean, he's a do you really want to tempt fate? It might work, but is it worth risking our lives?
I think on the opposite, we can see this in a positive light, where if we serve him well, maybe we will gain his protection.
What better thing to be protected by Brimstone, the flame incarnate, on our own home island?
Meridenal the trumpet nods.
I yell like over my shoulder back into the cave. All hail Brimstone, the flame incarnate!
All hail! I feel like it's demigods all over again.
All hail!
Luna.
Yes.
The townspeople look between themselves, stunned at this news.
And what better way to show our loyalty than to I kind of look at Al, and I'm like, to recycle the lives of our friends and families lost in combat for the great good of our Lord Brimstone, the flame incarnate.
For the good of the city.
One of the men stands up and says, I'll not be sacrificing any of my daughters to this man, or to this beast.
No, only the dead ones.
I'd much rather go a Viking and bring back women for him.
That was my plan too. Hey, that's exactly what I said. I said, hey, let's go out.
We already have these bodies. Why?
Yeah.
For now, but he's...
Yeah. Just to get into... Let's just get into
good
graces and offer him the bodies of our already fallen. But for the future, let's not sacrifice our own.
Of course.
But if we die in combat, maybe.
The mayor issues a few townsfolk.
Than to be sacrificed for Brimstone, the flame incarnate. All hail.
The mayor indicates to a few townsfolk to help you guys drag the bodies back in for the dragon to eat.
Albert tries to come in first with the woman's body, with a big,
someone else that helps you carry the body in, because it's going to take two of you to really carry these corpses. You all enter back into where Brimstone is, bringing these three corpses with you. You lay them before him, and he looks over them. It's hard to tell what emotions a dragon could give you other than anger and rage and terror.
Mm-hmm. I say, here you go, Master Dragon. We felt that we should give you a first offering right now.
How dare you insult me? This meat is cold and dead.
It's
Give me live food.
He gives a mighty roar and snaps with his teeth at the townsfolk that was helping you carry the body, Jen. He grabs this human in his mouth, rips him in half with a single bite, swallowing his upper half.
I see this, and I'm like, of course, my liege, your mighty firedness. It is our mistake, and we shall endeavor to serve you better. Pray forgive your ignorant new servants. We only seek to serve you better. And then I back out of the cave.
Okay. You guys exit the cave. Meridenal the trumpet
go so well.
We tried.
Goes, okay, well, maybe we should go get that dock finished then. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. The party heads back towards town. It's a long walk back. Some of the townsfolk are dead. Most of them come back. I think you're just missing the three that died and the one the dragon ate. So you come back with 9 people plus the mayor. You make it back to the town late at night. The whole town is up and waiting. You can see torches and lanterns lit all over the place. They've gathered in the center of town. What the townsfolk that remain are armed with pitchforks and hoes and crude spears and big sticks to defend themselves against any kobold attacks. You come into town. And the mayor gets up on a little stump and explains everything that's happened. She explains the dragon. She explains the kobold shaman. She talks about how the kobold shaman would go into the cave and this voice would echo out. This is what she saw in her time captured. And that the shaman had united all these different tribes of kobolds together, tribes with different standards with a dead bird or a dead possum, just like various animals on these poles from different clans. That they all backed behind the shaman, but now that the shaman is dead, which she does claim, the kobold tribes should be shattered. But you now owe Dragon tribute. As much tribute as frequently
When
as
she
possible.
says dragon, I say Brimstone the Fire Incarnate.
Yeah, yes. Brimstone, the fire incarnate.
Is that what the cave drawings were, Neil? Now
I-
that we know this?
I will not confirm anything, but
Okay.
that's a pretty good guess.
Okay.
Well, considering that we have never seen it with our eyes, we're asking you whether with our eyes.
I mean, it was a scary face with whiskers and horns made with red paint.
Okay.
You know.
Gotcha.
All right.
Also kind of looks like the shaman's mask, which was scary with whiskers and horns and red paint. Kind of a big thing.
Maybe he also serves Brimstone the Fire Incarnate.
Yes. The shaman would frequently go into, did go into that cave where Donalda Trumpet was captured, and there's a bellowing voice coming out, and she thought it was the shaman casting a spell over the kobolds, but this is the truth.
Well, now we know. Mini Brimstone, the kobold incarnate, still out there.
Somewhere. Okay, and I think that ends our chapter 1, which actually should probably be called a prelude or a forward to the storyline, because now Misscliks D&D Seaborn will begin in real.
Well, guys, if this is the first time you've tuned in or you missed anything, remember that you can catch up on Misscliks D&D Seaborn by going to youtube.com/Misscliks, same as this channel is called. And there are playlists there for this show as well as all the other shows on Misscliks, so be sure to check that out. You can also find Misscliks on Twitter at twitter.com/Misscliks, Facebook, same thing. And if you want to be notified next time we go live to watch this show, which will continue next week, the end of the chapter just means that we're starting a new kind of storyline, not that we're taking a break or anything. Then please go ahead and follow this channel. Hit that little button down there.
Okay.
And then Neil can give us XP.
Ooh, let me calculate XP while we do shoutouts. So first, I would like to say thank you to our voice of Brimstone.
Yay!
Well done, Brimstone. Some of you may recognize Brimstone as Hobgoblin, or also known as Ryan. We do Dicing with Death on my channel, usually every Thursday around 6 Pacific. And I believe we'll be doing D&D then this week as well. So thank you, Brimstone. /Ryan/Hobgoblin.
Thank you.
That's
Yes,
it for
Fire Incarnate.
thank you for having me.
That was amazing.
All right. I'll calculate experience while Jen does her shoutouts.
I'm definitely leveling up BTW.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I will. Maybe. I hope so. I need quite a bit. Would be nice. Level 2 wizard. #. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. That was a fun prelude chapter, whatever. I'm really excited about starting to travel the seas. I'm excited about serving a mean, evil red dragon. That's very different from what we've done so far. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Like, oh my god, a red dragon. Yeah, that's it. Follow me at LivinPinkSC2 and follow my game that just came out at Rainbow Six Game. You should really try it. I recommend it. And I will try to stream it. And yes, I got called out in the beginning. I am biased because when you work on a game for like 2.5 years and more, you understand everything that went into it. So, of course, you care about it a lot. And I do like it. So, yeah, that's it.
As you should. Algrund, why don't you go?
Hello. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that is at Jess Brohard, and I am on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Jess, and I stream almost every day, mostly Dota, if you're into that kind of thing. And that's about it for me because I didn't just have a game that launched or anything. So
Everyone in the party gets 1,400 XP as...
Whoa!
Yeah, well, you completed the prelude. You did encounter a big dragon. You saved the mayor. You gathered 13 people to your cause. You rallied baboons to your cause. And you finished the, it's been a big day.
So
That's
1,400. So that's
1,400 each. 700 for each of your classes.
So
Yeah.
5230 for everybody.
Wow.
Five-
Oh my god, I'm so confused. Wait.
that's how much we have total now, right? Is that what you're saying,
Yeah.
Anna?
Oh, great. Thanks for adding it up. 5230. Great.
So that means I level up.
Cool.
Me
But
too.
Trump, why
Double
don't you
level
give
up.
your shout outs and we'll do level ups at the end.
Good thing. Shout out to dragons. They make dungeons cooler.
Yeah, we have a dragon in our dungeon.
Whoa! It's actually like our first dragon on Misscliks, except for the ones that we fought that were like not.
Well, no, there was the one that we freed in the Pirates edition.
Yeah, but we
Mhm.
haven't seen a dragon since the last seafaring edition.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk to it.
There were
we
some
just
demigods
controlled
that you
it.
fought.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was like a water dragon.
Some they came out of the water. Close
Yeah.
enough.
And
What's
didn't one of
the-
us like charm it? I don't know. Anyways, continue.
Oh yeah, we did.
Faye made some friends with the dragons, kinda sorta.
What's the total XP? I'm sorry.
5230.
5. Thank you.
So for you, that's 2615 for each class.
Yeah, that's what I was at. I just wanted to make sure.
Anna, why don't you give us some shout outs?
If you want to follow along with my adventures, the best place is Twitter at AnnaProsser, and then AnnaProsser.com can lead you to everything else. I'm all over the social media world, and in fact, I've been Instagramming a lot lately. So if you want to check me out there, I'd appreciate that because it's kind of a forgotten little corner of my social media right now. As far as upcoming things, I did my last event that I have planned for the year, so I am not doing a whole bunch. So hopefully, stay tuned for some more of my own projects coming back up, like my stream. Hopefully, and some videos. And I appreciate all of you who've been so supportive as I've gone through probably the busiest year I've ever had. So thanks for that. And watch for some big announcements about my full-time job, I hope.
Okay. So
Spoilers.
let's do level ups then. Who
Ooh.
leveled up?
I double leveled up. I'm a level 3 thief and a level 2 wizard.
Well.
Okay, Jen, give me a D4 plus a D6 and then divide that total by 2 for your HP.
So I'll start with the D4. 4.
So you gain 2 HP from your
and then
thief.
D6.
So you gain what is that? 3.5 HP.
So do I round up?
No,
or
leave in your max HP.
Oh,
Leave
okay.
3.5 to
So I
whatever.
add 3.5 to my total.
Yeah, what is your total?
4 plus 3.5.
So your
which
HP is now
7.5.
7.5. So you have 7 HP, but the next time you level up, if you get another half, then it'll go all the way. But the 0.5
That's
doesn't do
legit.
anything for you.
Okay.
That makes you a level 3 thief.
Yeah.
So you get another 30 skill points to assign as you please. You get a plus
Okay.
1 to hit with all weapons.
Wait, I'll just write it. Add 30 to thief skills.
Mhm.
Okay. And then?
You get plus 1 to hit with everything. So your melee and missile adjust goes up by 1.
Okay.
You get a second first level spell that you can cast because you're now a level 2 wizard.
Second spell per day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And let
Bruno
me just...
still owes me a gold. It's written on my sheet.
We still haven't gotten 1 gold anywhere.
And that
I
is the
know.
end for your wizard and your rogue. Bruno.
Do I get
Mhm.
second level spells?
Nope. You get
for
second level
wizard?
spells at third level wizard.
Okay.
Bruno, did you level?
Yes, I made it to 4.
Please give me a D6 for HP.
Oh, 4. Oh my gosh.
Thieves level
Uh,
fast. Super fast. And bards.
Oh, 4 again.
All right. Your max goes up by 4. You get another... how do your bard points work? You get more points to distribute amongst your skills as a bard. I think it's 15 more.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm double checking for you.
And those can only be done for the 4 specific ones, right? Not
Correct.
general. Okay.
Right, so you get another 15 to distribute. And Jen, you get your 30, but you can only put 15 into any given one stat, so you can't
That
put all
works,
30 in
yeah.
one.
Was there a max that you could set them to? Since I've just
95.
been pickpockets. Okay, great.
Also, at level 4, you gain additional weapon and non-weapon proficiency, Bruno. So you can learn a new non-weapon proficiency, and you can learn a new weapon proficiency.
Will do.
And I think that's it for you. Oh, no, you also get... You can now cast 2 first-level spells and 1 second-level spell, Bruno.
Awesome. So I'll just have to find a spellbook somewhere out there in the world with a 2nd level spell in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go to Algrund. Did you level?
No, I don't level until 6,000 HP.
Oh, so close. Maribel, you leveled, right? You're
Yeah,
level
and
3?
Yeah, and do you know what my next level would be?
Yes, your next level is going to be just double what your current XP is, or what that took to get there.
What it was.
Yeah,
Okay, because it was 4,000.
It should be 8,000 then.
Okay, that's a long ways.
It is. You get a +1 to hit with all weapons.
So I think I got that last time I leveled.
You get that every time because you're a fighter.
And I didn't notate it anywhere on my sheet. Would it be under melee hit adjust, or is that?
Yeah, if you were level 2 before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your melee hit adjust underneath your HP should have said +1. And it should say +2 now. Under your
Gotcha.
HP. Yeah.
So not by my strength.
No, that should stay 0.
So this should now say base melee adjust is +2.
Yes, and base missile adjust should also be +2 unless you have really high or really low dex.
Okay.
I got a question.
Hold on, you also get your total hit with your halberd goes up by 1.
Awesome. So it's +3.
Yes, and you
To
get
hit and damage, right?
no, just to hit, no damage adjust. You also get another weapon and non-weapon proficiency, which you can use if you would like. I believe no, I think you have to wait till level 5 to master your weapon. So you can, with weapon proficiencies, you can learn how to use a new weapon. You can learn a new weapon fighting style, or you can save it until you hit level 5, at which point you can then master your halberd, which gives you additional bonuses to hit and damage.
So I wouldn't get another proficiency at 5?
No,
already?
you get weapon proficiencies every level that's divisible by 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18.
Okay, I'll save it for now.
Okay. You also get an additional non-weapon proficiency, which you can use on whatever you like.
Cool. I'll look at that before next week.
Okay. Jen, what were you going to say?
I had a question. As a thief, read languages. What does it do?
So if
Does it read any language?
If your read language is at 50%, that means you have a 50% chance of reading any language and understanding about 50% of the content. So if the read language is low, it's not that useful, but the higher it gets, because when it's at 95%, you can understand 95% of a document if you can read it at all. But if it's at 5%, you can only understand 5% of the document. So
like if let's say I have 95%, I roll the good way. I don't speak that language, I'll be able to read it anyway.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Also, Maribel, can you give me a D10 for HP? And what's your con?
My con is really high, 18.
So give me a D10 plus 4 for your new...
Nice. No, I already took them. D10 plus 4. Sorry, I went out of roll 20, so I'm going back in. And D10 plus 4.
Boom! Nice. Your max goes up by
Nice.
14.
And I heal a little bit too.
Yeah, well, by the time when we come in next week to play, we'll have some time has passed, so you'll all be at full HP for the start of the real campaign.
Just in case anybody's wondering, I have 36 HP.
And just in case you were wondering, I have 7.
So just stand behind me.
Yeah. All right, good game, guys. Well played.
Yeah, thank you. That was really fun.
And
thank you, Neil.
good job on bowing before the dragon, because I was prepared to have you all die right there if you tried to fight him.
I know.
We
That
figured.
we have learned, Neil. This is, like we were talking about,
Thank you.
relationships as they move forward and learning from each other and working together. This shows the growth of our collective relationship, that we now know not to run to our death when you set
Yeah.
us up in those situations.
I was so
now
scared
know-
of the kobolds too. I was like, we're doomed.
We
like-
learned that Neil doesn't kill players. Players kill players.
Thank you, Jess. Jess, you get 50 extra experience just for that.
No! We share experience.
So, Neil, since we closed an act or a chapter, can you give us like, I mean, is there anything you can reveal without breaking secrets? Like, I really liked when you said we went to 100% completion on like a couple days.
Yeah, that was cool.
Stuff
our
like that.
achievements.
Like
yeah.
things you expected, things you didn't expect.
I kind of expected you guys to cut down the mayor instead of just chasing the shaman. But that's a pretty minor thing. The mayor had some dialogue that was prepared to give you some backstory around what she had seen as a captive of the kobolds.
Oh.
But you skipped right over that. I tried to get her to put that in a little bit later, but you kind of missed some dialogue there. But whatever, who cares? It's backstory stuff, which you can extract from her later if you wish.
Cool.
Other than that, you did well. You rolled really poorly on collecting townsfolk.
Yeah.
Like really poorly.
And in the fight against the kobolds too, it was not that great.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of kobolds, a lot of people. It was going to be a bloodbath one way or the other.
And it's hard with kobolds because it's like, even if I'm doing really, really good hits, I can only get one or two at a time, and there's so many of them.
That is the horror of kobolds, that they have just so many that doesn't matter how well you kill them. That's why they're so fun to play with.
I just got to learn Fire Burst, and now we can
Yeah.
kill all the kobolds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, there was no fire source. That's shitty.
But now that you have leveled, you can all try learning the same spells over again. So that's cool.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Since time has passed, I'm going to try to learn every single spell in that spell book.
We'll come back into that next week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can we get like a bonus for the long wait between?
No.
Like the long wait.
I'll allow you to try and learn more spells, but no bonus to your learning attempt.
No, that's what I meant. Like,
Oh.
can we get like 5 for next week or something
Sure.
like that?
We'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. Yay.
Any other questions?
Well, is there anything else you can reveal? Like completions, deceptions, proud moments?
I was a little terrified that you guys might just be like, "Oh, we couldn't find her. She's gone." La da 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 da, and like walk away and left her to the kobolds, because that would have, clearly
We were
ruined the entire
thinking
reveal.
about it.
When
know.
we talked about not rescuing the mayor because we wanted to be mayors.
I mean, it was a moment of supreme pride of like the players taking control of their own destiny and not following what the DM has for them, mixed with, God damn it, there's a dragon at the end of this. You need to go see the dragon. So I'm glad you did what you did, but I would have been proud of you if you had gone against the story.
Not that I plan to steal from the dragon or anything, but when we look at it, like, about how much treasure was there?
More treasure than you had ever seen in your entire life. Thousands upon thousands of gold pieces, maybe tens of thousands. Plus, there were jewels and weapons and armor and just thing. It was a mound of treasure.
One day, Bruno. The thing is, if we collect a lot of stuff for the dragon and eventually take over, that's all ours. So it's fine. It's like a bank, a safety deposit box, guarded by a big red dragon. I like it.
Yeah. Don't count on killing the dragon anytime soon.
Maybe with a gold dragon.
If you can get a gold dragon to help you, yeah, that'll be good. But there aren't a lot of dragons in this world.
Well, we found one. What are the odds? We also found the giant beetle rhinoceros.
I just want to tell you, the dragon's armor class is 26. And it breathes fire for 14 d10 plus 7 damage. So...
Fine, Neil. See you when we're level 20.
Cool.
Mirabelle
Awesome.
can almost survive that.
Good. Just don't piss off Brimstone. He will eat you. I think that's it for today, guys. Good game.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. That was really fun. I can't wait to come back and
I know.
now be seafaring.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
actually be pirates. We've been playing the Pirates campaign this whole time, but haven't really done a ton of pirating. So.
Yes.
Well, you now have a dock. You'll have a dock by the time we come back next week, and we'll see if you guys can start pirating. I guess we'll see everybody next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Bye.